So guys, MCU, after a sad ending in the Infinity War, he has released the trailer of Spider-Man Far From Home, which has surprised us immediately. Yeah, it sounds unreal, but it has actually happened. The good thing is Mysterio has also been introduced in the movie, and he has been displayed as playing the role of a hero, which does not make a sense, huh? Because in comics, he is shown always as one of the worst enemies of Spider-Man. Yeah, although he is doing the role of a hero in the trailer, but at the end he is the enemy of the Spider-Man. So, if we talked about the Infinity War, so there is no result of Infinity War in the trailer, nor does anyone see his pain in it. But it confirmed that these events shown in the trailer are occurring after the endgame, because M.A. Pascal has cleared the doubt by saying that these events are occurred after the endgame. So friends, we have talked a lot, let's do the breakdown of the trailer. So guys, I am your friend Talha Jamil, and today we are going to break down the trailer of Spider-Man Far From Home. So let's start by taking care of the spoilers. Trailer starts with Spider-Man standing in front of a crowd in a charity event for homeless people, in which it looks like Aunt May is managing the event, and she is thanking Spider-Man for coming in the event. But we are not sure enough to say that Aunt May knows it's Spider-Man, because in Spider-Man Homecoming, she abuses after seeing Peter in the costume. But there is a possibility that Peter would have covered things by saying that he likes Spider-Man. That's why he wore the costume. But nothing can be said about if Aunt May knows the truth, but it is sure that she is now happy with Spider-Man. During this, Happy enters with a check of $500,000. There is something noticeable on the check, which is the signature of paper, and below that a statement says the co-founder and chief of Stark Relief Foundation. It gives us the clue that paper is alive, but nothing can be said about Tony Stark, because in one point in the trailer, Happy said that, which means that Tony is dead. Oh, if it's true, then I will be very sad. But the good thing is that in Iron Man 2, Tony has given all his property to paper, so that might be the reason why her signature has been taken, but nothing is confirmed. In the next scene, Happy and Aunt May crack jokes which Peter does not understand. If he does, then even he should not have any problem. In the next scene, Peter is packing his luggage, which tells us that he is going for a trip to Europe. That's why he is buying some stuff from the store. Please buy a brush for me as well. In the next scene, we see Spider-Man swinging in New York. If we see the building behind Spider-Man, we get to know that it was the place where there used to be Stark Tower, which changed into Avengers Tower, and now new building is being constructed there, about which I am not sure, but it may be the building of Baxter, which in comics is the living place of Fantastic Four, but again we cannot confirm anything. In the next scene, Peter receives his passport. Marvel and Sony has wiped out the information by removing the year on the passport. Maybe the dates are also not right, but if they are playing games, then we are even better players. They should know this. In the next scene, Peter starts packing and Aunt May asks him to take the suit, but he refuses because he wants to enjoy the trip with the identity of Peter Parker. But he does not know what dreadful things he might face in his journey. And it does not favor the superhero to move without his essential stuff. You might have seen BFB written on the suitcase. As this suitcase belongs to Peter's uncle, that's why his name Benjamin Franklin Parker is written on the suitcase. In the next scene, you can watch Peter and his friends going for the trip to Europe. They visit different places like Venice, London, Prague, Berlin, Mount Tales. And in this trip, we will get to know the relationship between Peter and MJ. And maybe in this movie, Ned and Betty get close as well, because in comics, they ended up being married. In the next shot, when Peter and Ned are going to their room, suddenly Nick Fury appears and injects anesthesia in Ned, and he falls asleep immediately. Spider-Man turns and he gets to know immediately that it's Nick Fury. Amazing thing is they have never faced each other, and this is their first meeting. It is not normal of Nick Fury calling on somebody, because in the MCU, whenever he has called somebody, it is for some specific reason which we will discuss later. But it is sure now that he he needs Spider-Man's help in Venice. And as Peter has not brought his suit, Sonic Fury might give him a new costume. Or he has made such a suit which suitable to fight against Mysterio. In the next scene, Spider-Man is seen in London, but we would remember that Nick Fury and Peter met in Venice. So how these clouds have came in London? The most probably reason for this is the first element. The name is the fire, but it may be a trap of Mysterio and he may beat him afterwards, but it is not confirmed because there can be anything in the presence of Mysterio and it's hard to differentiate between reality and fiction. We should note that he has no superpowers, but he makes his own villains and beats him and becomes a superhero. And in the next scene we watch the second element. Name is Magnum. It may be the trap of Mysterio or not, but I think it's Mysterio's work. Now we can see Spider-Man falling from a tower in London. It may look like fire, but there are no clouds, no fire and no thunderstorm, so it is another Mysterio thing to push Spider-Man to fall from a building. In the next we see third element named as Hellfire, but I think this is Mysterio's trick and also it may be the trap. In the next scene, Happy says to Peter that his friends are in danger and he should help them. In the next shot we see people and it's look like they have trapped some people. I think these are the people about which Nick Fury tells Spider-Man. Ahead in the trailer we get the shot of Spider-Man's new stealth suit, which is the one Nick tells him about, and we can see Nick and Maria Hill behind Spider-Man, and it seems like it is a final fight and Mysterio's spell is not going to work. In the next shot we see Peter fighting with Hydron, which is the fourth elemental, also called Hydra Man. In this it seems that Peter was not ready for the fight and Mysterio suddenly appears and he starts fighting with Hydra Man, and it tells that it's all fake and he only wants to become a hero, but he is actually zero. Here it looks like Doctor Strange and Thor's mixture. I don't know how this brother saw Iron Man. Flash says that he does not like Mysterio because he likes Spider-Man, and he cracks a joke on Peter, who is happy because he is Spider-Man. So guys, this is the trailer breakdown of Spider-Man Far From Home. It does not matter about the trailer because the movie is going to be amazing. If I have missed something or you know some details, then comment me. And also tell if you think Tony Stark has a cameo in the movie. And for latest super videos and awesome super facts, don't forget to subscribe this channel and follow us on Facebook page, Twitter, Instagram or Google+, because we are everywhere and be a Marvel fan.